When you die, when you get hit with the straight bullet, when the ops catch up with you and wake you up, who did it? God did it.
That's right.
It's judgment. There's judgment, bro. Don't nobody live or die without the Most High God saying so.
Right.
Without him putting it, if you died by the ops coming to get you, he put the hit on you, bro.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Wow.
He done that.
I gotta go get
Isaiah 45. Listen to me, Cries.
Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7. I form the light and I create darkness.
See what the God said? He said he formed the light and create the darkness. 3.
I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
So the evil, when the brothers caught up with you, when they catch up with you and do evil to you, I, the Lord, do all these things. That's his judgment. That's his judgment. That's Isaiah 45 and verse 7. The Lord did it. Matter of fact, yeah, Deuteronomy 32. You gotta hear this, bro. You gotta hear this because you, bro. Take the hood off, fam.
Yes,
I ain't gonna read 52 scriptures with you, man. Fuck Lord have what he called somebody. Bro.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39.
You say you don't got the fringes on. You right, I'm gonna get into that right quick.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. See now that I, even I am he.
God said, I am he. I am that dude.
Right.
Read.
And there is no God with me. I kill.
Who killed?
I kill. And I make alive.
Right.
I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
So when God wants you dead, you just gone.
That's right.
Ain't nobody gonna save you. Can't nobody save you. He's saying it. He said, I kill, I wound, I heal, I do all of this. It's me. I did that. Don't put the devil, don't give the devil none of my credit. Because if the devil sends somebody at you, God said, hey, do it. And say less.
That's right.
He worked for him. That's the hitman.
Right.
He worked for him.
That's right.
You understand that, bro? So you say you ain't got no fringes. Give me some 17 to 25. Officer Shock. Officer Shock now. Get a camera to finish. Officer Shock. Cries.
So Rock chapter 17 verse 25.
Hey, Crais, listen to this.
Return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins.
So look, that's what we telling you to do. Return to the Lord and forsake your sins. Stop breaking God's commandments. You say you ain't got no fringes on. You just took the thing off, right? All praise to the Most High. Listen.
Return to the Lord and forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before his face.
What you need to be doing right now, Crais, after you leave from here, make your prayer before the Lord's face. God, I know I've been messing up. I ain't been keeping your commandments. The brother's gonna show me what I need to do. I'm gonna follow and learn your commandments because they following God.
That's right.
That's what you need to be doing. Pray the Lord. Read.
And offend less.
And offend less. Alright. Now, let's get some more commandments then. So Crais, you've been here for a minute. Let's get some more commandments, right? What the children of Israel need to be doing to get their eternal life? Because you don't want to die with your enemies. Matter of fact, give me Luke 15 and 10. Because what you did, right, is just offended less. One less offense. Listen.
Bring it up.
Luke chapter 15 and verse 10. Likewise I say unto you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner that repented.
That's right.
So when you did that, when you obedient, the angels is rejoicing, bro.
That's right.
That's right.
It's joy. When you did it, the angels is rejoicing.
That's right.
It's supernatural forces out here that you ain't seeing.
Right.
Right now, what's going on before you, if the Most High God looking to see what you're going to do, is you're going to choose life or you're going to choose death.
That's
now,
right.
y'all got a question? How you doing? Brother, you got a question? Sir, you got a question?
I got asked him, what stages do you have to go through? Like, I have some, like, what is a fraternity or anything?
No, it's not a fraternity. This is, oh, you got it on your shirt. You got it on your shirt, look at this. This is an organized nation. This is in Spanish though, okay? But look, the people of the diaspora, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, people scattered throughout the earth in the transatlantic, sub-Saharan slave trade are the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
So it's about nation. It's a nationality thing. Bloodline. And these people, the thing that's important about these people is that they have a covenant with God, the Creator, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
That's right.
And these people have to return to that covenant, return to that deal that they made with God, and keep it. So there's stipulations. You have to do that as a people. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are 12 tribes of one nation.
That's right.
Alright? The people people scattered throughout the diaspora of one nation, 12 different tribes that have lost their identity and have to now return, search for it and return back to it and keep the commandments that God gave. So there's a lot to this. There's a lot to this. And it's not going to be easy. Jesus Christ said you have to pick up and bear your cross to follow him. You got to bear your cross to follow him. So you got this. I want this.
Mark chapter 8 and verse 34.
Bring it out.
In verse 34. And when he had called the people unto him, with his disciples also, he said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself.
So if you want to follow Christ, the Jesus Christ that's in the Bible, the man in Revelation, that white woolly hair with skin like brass, like it was burned in a furnace. Brass is the color of a penny. Copper and zinc, like it was burning. So he's a black man. If you're going to follow him, you have to do what?
Take up his cross and follow me.
You got to deny yourself. There's some things that you're going to have going on in your life that you're going to have to straight cut out. Because God said so. Now there's going to be an internal battle between yourself. Because give me that Matthew 10.
Matthew chapter 10 and verse 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
So it might be family members you're going to have to cut off. If you love your father or mother more than Jesus Christ, and what he say, ain't worthy of him. Read.
And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
Even children.
And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
Now give me 34 where it says the enemies of your people. I want you to see something right here. So now you come into this truth and start to keep God's commandment. A lot of people gonna turn on you. They're gonna think you crazy. They're gonna say this is a cult. But what you doing listening to them people? All we gonna say is, look, do what this Bible says.
That's right.
God says, thou shalt do that. Thou shalt not do that. That's all we gonna tell you. It's gonna be your decision on whether you're gonna do it or not. Read it.
It's the book of Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. Think not that I come to send peace on earth.
This is Jesus Christ talking. These words are read. He said, don't think that he come to send peace. For your life to be peaceful. Don't think that. Read.
I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
Variance. He said he come to bring variance, meaning division between the father. Read.
And the daughter against the mother.
Daughters against mothers gonna start looking at each other differently. If you start keeping the commandments and your daughter don't, if you're gonna keep the feast of dedication like we keeping right now, which is Hanukkah, and your wife wanna keep Christmas, that's gonna be a problem.
Right.
But you're gonna have to stand on what God says.
That's right.
That's gonna bring variance in your household. Read.
And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foe shall be of his own household.
And your foe is gonna come from your own household. Let's read something. Let's give me Deuteronomy chapter 7 and 1. 7 and 1, let's read on down, alright? This is to the children of Israel. This is a law that God gave to the children of Israel.
That's right.
Now this may bring some variance in your household, but I'm going to go read you the Bible. Alright? Read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 1. When the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land, whether thou goes to possess it, and have cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou.
So now, when the children of Israel were going into their promised land, God had them destroy 7 nations of people that were outside of them. God didn't have no love for those 7 nations.
Right.
He said, kill them, destroy them. They men, women, children, their cattle, everything that they got, destroy it. Right. Clean the land of these people before you go there. Read.
And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them.
Read.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
You should make no deal with them. Read.
Nor serve mercy unto them.
Read.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Now, he said, neither shall you make marriages with them. Don't intermingle with these other people that's outside your nation.
All right. Good.
Read.
Thy daughter shall not give unto his son, nor his daughters shall thou take unto thy son.
Don't marry your daughters to their sons, and your daughters don't marry their sons. That's, if you're from the children of Israel, that means you are from one of these groups of people. Now, the Lord is saying, don't make marriages with other groups of people. That's the Bible, brother. That's the Bible. All right, now, Nehemiah 13:23. Listen to this. Listen to this, brother. I'm going to show you a situation that you're being faced with right now. Once you find out, but now, you have to find out really, you have to understand and believe and understand why we know we're the children of Israel. But once you understand it, which is irrefutable proof out here, bro, and we'll sit here and teach you. But we don't got all day today. But I'm just going to put this in front of you right now. Nehemiah 13. This is what our forefathers had to do because they did the same thing. They married other people. And God got mad with them and put them in slavery for those reasons. Read.
Nehemiah chapter 13 and verse 23. In those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod.
He said, look, Nehemiah said, I saw my people, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, married women of Ashdod. Read.
Of Ammon and of Moab.
Different nations. Read.
And their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and spake not in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people. And I contended with them.
So Nehemiah said he got mad and contended with the men when they saw him doing it because they just came out of captivity, and he said, y'all doing this again, and God's going to get mad and put us right back into slavery. Read.
Bring it up.
And cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off their hairs, and made them swear by God, saying, ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves.
Right. Read.
Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things?
Did Solomon do what?
Then Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things.
He reminded him, King Solomon did the same stuff, and the kingdom got split up. Half of the kingdom went into the captivity under the Assyrians after that. Because Rehoboam messed up. Like, all this calamity came upon our people. And he said, the king did this and jacked us up. Did not Solomon do that? Yes. He did the same thing, and our people got jacked up behind him.
Right.
Read.
Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved of his God, and God made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause to sin.
So, that's your cross. Now, the thing about it, give me Numbers 1 and 18. Think about it. Now, you got two beautiful children right here. Them your children. Them your children. That's your seed. That is, brother, that's your seed.
That's right.
You the tree, they the fruit thereof. Read.
Right. Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18.
This is how you determine lineage of what a people are. So your children, if you're an Israelite, that means your children are going to be an Israelite. We're going to show you the scripture to support what I'm saying, all right?
Numbers 1 and chapter 8 and verse 18. And they assemble all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declare their pedigree.
Pedigree, just like we do a dog or whatever. You breed this one with this one with this one with this one. Your pedigree is through that line, right? Read.
After their families, by the house of their fathers.
Your pedigree, your lineage is determined by the house of your father. You're their father, so they are what you are. If you are from the tribe of Benjamin, if you were a West Indian or American black, whatever, when we go down these lists, whoever your father is, that's what you are. So your children are now Israelites.
That's right.
Your children are Israelites.
That's right.
But the woman that you with is not. That's your problem. That's your problem. I ain't telling you anything. Now, what the Israelites got to do? The Israelites have to keep God's commandments because that covenant is with them through your bloodline. Through your blood. That covenant is with them through your blood. So, give me this right here. Give me Proverbs 72. Give me Proverbs 72.
Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 2. Proverbs 72. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye.
God said if you keep the commandments, that's when we start to live. Now, going for your children now. Now Deuteronomy 6.
Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently. Verse 5. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently.
In the commandments of God. Teach the commandments of God diligently to what?
Unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house.
In your house with your children. Hey, teaching them. You're supposed to be instructing them of the laws of God. All the laws, statutes, and commandments of God. But one thing you got to learn them, bro. You got to learn. You got to come get around me and go teach you according to the Bible. Thus saith the Lord, without no chase on it. No matter how we feel, we got to do what God says.
That's right.
You got to teach your children to read.
When thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way.
Walking by the way with them. You taking them by the hand. You walking them by the way. Sitting in the house. Read. Teaching the commandments to your children. Read.
And when thou liest down, and when thou risest up, and thou shalt bid them for a sign upon thine hand.
Bind them for a sign on your hand. That means in your actions. Meaning you're going to do the commandments in your actions. Read.
And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes.
Continuously in your mind, bro. So look, like I said, bro, that's your cross to bear. Because that right there is going to keep your children in sin. It's going to keep you in sin. I mean, they here now. They're your children. They're your seed, though. But that's your cross to bear. That's the division that Christ brings, bro. Do we really following the Most High God and His Son? That's what it means. It's gonna be hard for you. But you're going to have to do it. That's your cross.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.